Hi, this is the Ron Van Dam Show. Thanks for stopping by on your way to something else. Anyway, today's Independence Day, July 4th, and I'm here with a new show. Let's watch the fireworks together right now.
On the air everywhere, this is New England Broadcasting.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
That's right.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Bet you didn't think I'd be here today, did you? Surprise! Yes, it's Independence Day. It's the day that our forefathers and 6 mothers had laid out for this country, where we broke free from the tyranny of Spain. England. It was a horrible time being under British rule. The British were just being really annoying. Like, what you doing? Hello, right, hello. Oh, we had to break away from that. The King of England was a horrible, horrible person who never changed his clothes and just really smelled like a gym locker. We needed independence, man. There was only one television station. There was just BBC. Now there's BBC One and BBC Two. But, God, for television reasons alone, it was worth becoming independent. And if it wasn't for Paul Revere, I don't think we'd ever have a Paul Revere story. As you know, Paul Revere, when he saw the British coming, got on his horse and rode through the streets of Boston and yelled, "Two arms, two arms, two arms." And everybody said, "What about them? What's the deal?" And Paul said, "No, not two arms, not two of your arms. I'm talking about go to the arms and get them. The British are coming." Oh, not them again. Seriously? I wish Paul Revere would have warned us about Trump. That would have been a little more significant. Well, maybe not more, but similar. Independence Day, man. We're so independent. We have social media running our lives. Yeah, we're independent. Let's break away from that. What do you think about that Independence Day? Anyway, today's the day that people have barbecues, whether you're with other people or even if you're alone. Barbecue something, If you don't have a barbecue grill, whatever, get out a lighter and just hold it under a piece of meat. Seriously, you got to barbecue something on July 4th. It's the stupidest thing I ever heard was they said to a guy on the news, "Hey, happy July 4th." And he said, "Oh, really? When's that?" "It's July 4th, you idiot." How can you name a holiday more distinctly than that? "Oh, happy July 4th. When's that?" "July 4th. "Oh, that makes sense." "Oh, come on. What country are you in?" "Go back to England." Right. Anyway, yeah, it's barbecue day. It's barbecue day. But first, and by the way, this is also fireworks day, and I've always said, I've said so many times on this show over the decades that I've been doing this thing, I hate fireworks. I don't understand the reason for explosions in the air. I know there was a time when explosions meant freedom. I don't understand the two together, but I guess that's just, it's warfare that's beautiful, I guess. Look at the bombs bursting in air. Ooh, ah. You know, if I really saw bombs bursting in air, I don't think I'd stand there and go, ooh, ah, with my kids next to me. I think I'd get my 2 arms and my 2 legs and get the hell out of there. But this is what we do every year. We look at explosions in the air. Very colorful and imaginative and technically interesting explosions, but nonetheless explosions. I never really wanted to look at explosions, and I didn't want to make them pretty either. Well, I have a fireworks display for you. Let's enjoy the fireworks together, shall we? Here we go. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. It's in the shape of Trump's head. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh. Ooh.
Whatever.
Really, that's enough of that. Trying to go to sleep here. Why do they always have to do fireworks at 10 o'clock at night? That's past my bedtime. Why don't they do them in the daytime when I'm awake? I mean, you'd still be able to see them. I'd like to see a fireworks display during the daytime, you know, people staring into the sun, going blind after watching the fireworks display. I don't see the problem to that, really. This is the holiday, of course, where people do eat very strange grilled foods. And as I've said so many times during this particular week, they eat rotten. And sun-drenched potato salad, which is also disgusting. It's what we do. It's the things that we do in order to have a great time. And then we eat that piece of meat that we usually don't eat for the rest of the year, that piece of meat that you just never want to have, unless it's a day like this. That's crazy.
There's nothing more American than a hot dog. And this summer, we will eat over 23 million hot dogs in Major League ballparks alone. That's enough to stretch coast to coast from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles to Camden Yards in Baltimore. But did you know hot dogs, also called frankfurters, were first created using pork in Frankfurt, Germany in 1852? And hot dog champion Joey Jaws Chestnut set his world record in 2009, eating 68 hot dogs in just 10 minutes. Blech! But on average, an adult in the United States consumes 70 hot dogs a year. So maybe it's about time you learn what the heck is actually in all those hot dogs. The most popular hot dogs are either made from beef, pork, or both, fat, and lots of it, salt. Check out how many words start with sodium on that label, and lots of chemicals. Hot dogs are prepared commercially in huge vats where rapidly moving blades grind and mix these ingredients with spices. This mixture is then forced through tubes into casings for cooking. Now, most hot dogs you purchase at the store are pre-cooked and they're ready to eat, but people tend to boil, grill, or microwave them at home. And we all know that dogs aren't considered a diet food, obviously, but how unhealthy are they? Well, despite the first ingredient being meat, hot dogs are not a great source of protein. In fact, One typical hot dog only has the equivalent of this measly 3/4 ounce piece of lean steak. Each hot dog is about 250 calories. 70 to 80% of those calories are pure fat. And that's before you even consider any of the toppings. Now, like other processed meats, hot dogs are loaded with sodium, which we know raises our blood pressure. Ugh. A 2010 study conducted by researchers at Harvard found that eating one serving a day of processed meat, that's the equivalent of one single hot dog, has been linked to a 42% increased risk in heart disease and a 19% increased risk for diabetes. So does this mean that you have to go cold turkey on hot dogs? If you're a Francophile, you don't need to take this to the total extreme and never eat another hot dog ever again. But my advice is to save them for those special occasions at the ballpark when it's part of the experience. You don't want to make hot dogs regular features in your grocery cart or staples in your kids' diet. And when you do treat yourself to hot dogs, try looking for brands that are lower in fat and sodium. Now that you know what the heck you're eating, proceed with caution.
Yeah. Remember Armour hot dogs? I think they still sell them. I'm not sure.
Hot dogs, Armour hot dogs. What kind of kids eat Armour hot dogs? Step right up from
fat kids, skinny kids, kids who climb on rocks, tough kids, sissy kids.
Even kids with chicken pox love hot dogs. Armour hot dogs. The dogs kids eat day or night.
Sad kids, funny kids, kids who fly a kite. Big kids, little kids, kids who like to fight. Love hot dogs.
Armour hot dogs.
The dogs kids love to fight.
When man bites dog, that's news they say. But when kids bite dogs, they yell,
Hooray! For hot dogs. Armour hot dogs. The dogs kids love to fight.
And it's not just the hot dogs. I mean, some of the burgers are just like, there's a lot of fat content, like 80% meat and 20% fat and death. We picked up this commercial about 3.5 years ago in the Boston area, where they're actually saying that if you don't eat a big greasy piece of meat burger, then you're a wuss. What a weird marketing campaign that is.
Honey barbecue sauce, along with boneless wings, house-made chips, and Boston's best sweet potato fries.
Guys, it's time to man up, grow a pair, and eat what you want to eat.
The Boston Burger Company, Davis Square, Somerville, and Boylston Street, Boston. Make your...
Wow. Grow a pair. You have no balls unless you eat fat? A weird way to grow a pair. Strange stuff, huh? Very, very, very strange. Well, what if you really do love burgers, but you do live on the edge?
First, they put jalapenos on your hamburger, but that wasn't hot enough. Then came habaneros, but still, that wasn't hot enough. Next came the ghost pepper, and still that was not hot enough for you. Well, buckle up, tough guy, because Burger Guy thinks you're not man enough to handle the heat of our new, sweet, flaming mother of heaven. What the fuck did you assholes do to my hamburger burger? Featuring 2 of Burger Guy's signature paper-thin patties topped with an experimental hot sauce made from a concentrated hot pepper extract that has only been approved for military use by North Korea. This burger will burn a hole through every inch of your intestines and then slap your mama on its way out for good measure. This burger is so hot they wouldn't let us test it on prisoners. Death row prisoners. But for a limited time, you can try your luck at your local Burger Guy. If you're not a complete pussy.
All purchases of the sweet flaming mother of heaven what the f*** did you assholes do to my hamburger burger must be pre-approved by a certified attorney at law with proper notification of next of kin. Sweet flaming mother of heaven what the f*** did you assholes do to my hamburger burger must not be consumed within 500 yards of schools or within 1,000 yards of open flame. All Burger Guy franchisees reserve the right to ignore cries for mercy or requests for immediate medical attention.
Wow. Well, there goes your thing today. I don't want to waste too much of your time. I know you have other things to do, most likely. If not, you really should. So I'm just going to leave you at this point with this tiny little show today. But I'll be back again tomorrow with a full show, a brand new show. I know. Let's enjoy the fireworks and have yourselves a wonderful day. I wish you peace. What a display this is. Isn't this beautiful? Look at that. Oh, look. Look at that one in the shape of Trump's head. That's amazing how they do that.